Welcome back. Now tonight we have the honor of welcoming Wilika Ndilimeke Frai to our studio. She is not just a mother and wife, but also a dedicated career woman. Recently, she has embraced a new role as an author with the release of a poignant book, Scarred Not Broken. This powerful biography chronicles her courageous battle with numerous health challenges, showcasing her spirit of resilience. She's here with us this evening in studio to tell us more. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. First of all, congratulations. This cannot be an easy feat, getting your book published.
Not at all.
And the process of writing, I'm assuming. So congratulations on the launch of this.
Thank you so much.
This book, Sacred Not Broken, is a deeply personal account of the health challenges that you've encountered. What inspired you to share your story, Wilika, and what do you hope readers take away from this book?
Scarred Not Broken came from my own journey of suffering chronic illnesses, the strength and resilience that I had to go through. And so I suffered severe endometriosis over the years, and I also had life-threatening conditions such as massive blood clots on my lungs. And I also had brain surgery, a condition called Chiari-1 malformation. And I came up with this idea because I thought I need to encourage people who are going through the same conditions. I need to create awareness because our mothers doesn't know what is endometriosis. They assume that every young girl should just get menstruation pains, no matter how severe it is. And our girls are going through this trauma alone without any support from medical or health facilities because they don't know that it is a condition that can affect their infertility one day.
Right.
And when I got massive blood clots on my lungs, we never knew what is pulmonary embolism. So all what we were informed is she might not survive because she is having a critical condition. And people need to know, and most of the time you only hear somebody died from a blood clot. And we don't know what is the experience that you get before that.
Right.
And then the brain surgery. I suffered severe migraines. I didn't know what it was. Because I'm so determined and always want to find out what is going on with me. And I'm always fighting, I'm always fighting to get better and to get well because of my small children that I had that time. And they are still small. One is 19, one is 21.
Yeah.
They are still small.
I want to know how, these experiences and all these different health challenges that you had to go through shaped your perspective on life.
I've learned to understand, or let me say, to treat people with more care, especially in my role as human resources manager. You learn to take people more serious when they say they are sick. It's not, you don't just look at them as I am sick. You need to really also try to give them advice to go for medical checkup. And you cannot just look at them as normal sickness, because any sickness can be fatal.
100%. As I mentioned in the introduction, you're a wife. You just also told us you're a mother. You work in corporate. You're now an author. How do you balance all these roles, especially having to process and go through what you have? How did you balance all of this, and what advice would you give to other women who perhaps find themselves, in similar situations?
I try to manage my career by prioritizing self-care And I've also learned to seek medical treatment and relying on strong support of my family and friends that I had. And
now I was just also asking your advice to other women who find themselves in a similar situation. You know, you're a mom, it's demanding. You're a wife, it's demanding. You have a career, it's demanding. And then on top of it, you know, your health is failing. What advice do you have to women who, you know, are going through just even a third of what you might have experienced?
My advice to them is never to lose hope. They must always have a goal that they want to, they must always set a goal for themselves, that I want to reach this goal, and try to work towards that goal. And as a mother, you know, think about your children every time, think about your husband, and always fight, and never lose hope. And look at them and think that I really have to, you know, the goal that you set, always think that I'm going to, no matter what it is, I have to reach that goal. I have to make sure that I fight up until the end.
What was the process like of writing Broken Not Scarred? Were there any particular difficult moments during the writing of this book?
Yeah, the most difficult moment is it takes you back to the pain that you suffered and endured. And you know, it's not writing such a book, it's a very emotional. And it can cause, it's causing trauma at the same time. Because you are trying to keep, let me say, convincing people. You want to convince people at the same time, and you're also trying to heal at the same time.
Right. Well, now that the book has been released, what kind of impact are you hoping, you know, that it will have on your readers? And do you have any future projects or initiatives, you know, that you plan to continue advocating for those with chronic illnesses?
Yes, I want to keep on giving faith to those who went through similar conditions, and I want to create awareness, especially at schools, to those learners who are going through serious endometriosis cases and they don't know what they are going through, because it can be very, very emotional, because you end up, you know, you end up not having courage. You always have, you know, you are sick every time, and it totally change the way you do things, the way you, the balance between your work and your career. It's very emotional if somebody don't get support. And I want to encourage, especially men, to always encourage their wives to stand by, give them at least support, those who are going through emotional, because some women went through endometriosis and they are experiencing infertility problems and they don't know why. Because you know, people need to be informed, people need support, and people need to go to medical checkups, try to find out more information about the condition, and read more, and
educate themselves.
They need to educate themselves.
Where can viewers, avid readers alike, get a copy of the book should they be interested?
They can, I can give them 4 or 5 numbers that they can call if they will need the book. They can call on 0811 27 4415. 085 127 4415, 081 24 04 889, and 0811 28 0086. And the last one is 0811-281505.
I can't believe you remembered all those numbers from the top of your head.
Thank you.
Wilika, thank you so much for being here this evening, and we wish you all the best with the success of your book.
And thank you for having me tonight.
You're welcome. That was Wilika Ndilimeke Frai, the author of Scarred Not Broken, an autobiography on her journey and dealing with chronic illnesses, how she persevered and made it through to the other end. Of course, I will be honest, I don't remember all those numbers, but if you'd like to get in contact with her to get a book, we of course will have our conversations up on YouTube later this evening. You can watch the interview again and get some of the numbers from there. We'll be right back after this brief break. It's almost time to say goodbye.